Duke Won't Let You Down, written by Duck Show Studios. Smudger had returned that night. He hadn't come off the rails, but the next morning the manager told him that he was not to pull any trains that day, because he was untrustworthy.
Honestly, in the States we don't give a dime about a few spills.
We do here, said Duke. Now, if you excuse me, I'll be on my way to pull my train. He puffed away to the station. Duke's train was a long one. And at last he puffed into the station, and then he backed down to fetch his coaches. Then he puffed back in. The passengers boarded on. "Oh, we're off," said a passenger. "How exciting!" "Indeed," said another. Duke whistled. "At last we're off! Hooray!" he said. He puffed along his route. There was one passenger who was quite good friends with the railway, but he was nowhere to be seen. "Ever how strange," Duke would remark. "I thought he'd be on this train." The passenger was going to a train, but not Duke's. He had missed it and was waiting at a spot down the line. Waiting on a spot on the line. Duke puffed along. "What?" said Duke. "What's that? A person by the tracks? If he steps on the tracks, that's a grave mistake," Duke added darkly. At last, he stopped. "What can we do for you?" said his driver. "Well, excuse me," said the man. "I often take the train. I tried to take a train back to the station, your train back to the other station, but I missed it. I only could go this far. I'm afraid I can't travel any further." "Well," said Duke. "Driver, what do you think?" He whispered to his driver. "That's a good idea, Duke," said the driver. "We can give you a ride in our cab on our way back." "Are you sure it wouldn't be too much trouble?" asked the man. "Certainly not. You've been a loyal customer to the Mid-Sodor Railway," said Duke. Duke puffed along. At last he reached the final station. He puffed in, and then he returned down the line to the first station. Was the passenger in his cab. "Thank you," said the passenger. "That is awfully kind." "No trouble," laughed Duke. That's the end.